meet this week's What's My Line panel. First, that popular TV panelist and former host of the match game, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Now, I'd like you to meet my favorite investigative journalist. She can investigate me anytime. Here's Melba Tolliver.
I'm going to investigate you,
Okay, my
Gene.
dear.
The gentleman that's going to be sitting to my left needs no investigation. Many of you have seen him in films and in the Broadway theater. He's Alda.
And here's a girl who's very bright. What was difficult for Senor Wences is easy for Arlene Francis. You remember him.
Above. Thank you very much. And now here we are, a living example of a standing ovation for Wally Bruner.
Thank you, Harley. And welcome, everyone, to What's My Line. Alan?
He went so far as to stand on his chair.
Shoes, too.
Yeah, but you ought to hear our conversations at lunch.
That's right.
No, but welcome, everyone, to What's My Line. We're going to try to provide a little fun and relaxation and entertainment for you in the next 30 minutes, and the way to do that is to begin right now. You ready?
Yes, let's
Will
go.
our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Stan Juster. Mr. Juster, where are you from?
Valley Stream, New York.
All right, panel, Stan Juster deals with the product which you'll find in this tube right here.
Huh.
Now, you must find out what the product does. But first of all, let's show the audience what the product in this tube is used for. Okay, what's in the tube, Melba Tolliver?
Well, it can't be that obvious, Wally, so I won't say what I really think it is. This product in the tube, is it used to put something together, to hold something together?
No.
One down, Alan.
You had to ask it, though.
Is this applied to something, generally applied to something inanimate rather than animate?
Not really, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Two down, Arlene.
Well, are you ruling out that it's applied to anything?
I
Is
think
that what
so.
you... I see. Now, when this comes out of a tube, can you manipulate it in some way?
Yes.
Can you make some kind of a... Do you put whatever it is to your mouth and blow it into anything?
Yes.
Where am I? You make a large bubble out of it if you want to?
That's it. I want you to know the real reason Arlene guessed it is because she's just a kid at heart. And of course,
Oh, is it for kids?
Well, it's a product called Super Elastic Bubble Plastic.
Oh.
And Stan Juster is president of J&R Toy Sales Corporation, East Coast distributor for Whamco, who makes super elastic bubble Boy, that's tough.
It's a tough one. Julie Andrews used to do it.
Super elastic bubble plastic. Stan, how does this stuff work? Huh?
Well, what
Showing
you do,
is
Wally...
believing?
Yeah, this is an innovation to an old process. What we have in here is a number of colors. And so when you folks were youngsters, this thing was around, but it was in plain colors. But today you make all sorts of rainbow colors. You squeeze out a little of it and just take it in your hands.
About the size of a grape, huh?
Yes, I've got a little pea here, actually. This green and yellow.
Pretty good sized pea.
Yes.
All right.
And just roll it up to get the colors blended. Put it in the tube here.
Stick it on the end of the tube,
The
sir?
end of the tube, and just blow as you would bubble gum, I guess.
Oh, that's terrific.
Look at that.
Can we make
And
one?
Certainly.
Oh, look at that.
And what
Not
you
yet.
have is a little balloon. Of course, the more you put on, the larger. We've had them this big. And
How big?
You have a balloon. That's a...
Let's play.
Well, now, but isn't that stuff dangerous for kids to
No,
play?
not at all. This is approved by the FDA, and you hear all this adverse publicity about toys, but it's perfectly harmless, and
can eat
it's
it.
a lot of fun.
What does it sell for?
This sells for approximately 79 cents.
Well, now, and anybody can do it?
Even you.
Oh, you're kidding. Thanks a lot. I'm really complimented. Well, you know, we wonder about our panel.
They look pretty talented.
All right, panel, there's an envelope in front of each of you, and it says don't touch. Now you may disregard that and touch.
Fun
And
game.
inside is the plastic bubble blowing kit. Take it out, follow Stan Juster's instructions. First, you take the lid off of the thing, right, Stan? Tell them how to do it. Remind
Biggest
them.
one you've ever seen.
Squeeze a little out in between two fingers is...
I'll make them squeeze a lot out.
All right, squeeze a lot out. Let's make a large one.
About the size of a grape, huh?
No, about the size of a grapefruit.
Oh, no, come on.
Yeah, here, look. Have you rolled it into a little ball?
Oh, yes,
Yep.
it doesn't stick. That's good.
No,
All right,
no,
now
it doesn't
hook
stick.
it onto the thing.
How deep do you put the straw in?
Just tip it in a little bit. Make sure there are no... By the way, when you're blowing it, you may blow out a hole, so just seal it with your hand. Let's see how Gene's doing. I think something's happening. If you're losing air, that means you blew too hard. Oh, look at Arlene. There's a beauty. Keep going. Hold it up against it with your other hand.
Hold it up with your hand.
Yeah, so
right.
you're letting all the air get in there.
You're doing very well, Gene.
That's 2 flat tires so far.
What did you say? If you blow a hole in it, do what?
Just
You can
press
just
it together.
press it together with your hands. It's self-sealing.
Now Alan has one going.
Good. Alan has a lovely
I
color
got a
there.
crack in my balloon.
Just seal it with your hand. Just push it together.
Gene, you can hold your hand around it to kind of support
Yeah,
it.
you should support it, Gene. No, Gene is hanging limp over there.
Mine,
And then just take it off, Arlene. You can just take it off the stick and seal it, and you've got a balloon.
Mine's got a tumor in it today.
Now just throw it up in the air and see if it floats.
oh, it's a lovely...
beautiful.
Come back.
We'll see.
Look at Alan's. Look at the size
Oh,
of that
boy.
one.
I think you've got a hole now, Alan. You're not getting any more air in there.
He's full of hot air.
Melba's is... Look at Melba's. Looks like the inside of a brain or something.
Looks like it's
Looks like a stomach to me.
Stomach, maybe, yeah.
Very good. Well, Stan, it's a delightful product. You ought to be selling lots of it.
We are. We're doing very well with it.
And thank you. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you
having
very
on What's My
much.
Line. Stan
Thank you.
Juster.
Did you say goodbye to the group?
What's My Line will continue.
So you must act now. Call 800-448-9925. That's 800-448-9925.
All What's My Line contestants receive elegant Sarah Coventry jewelry, silver tones, a pastel glow necklace and crusader necklace, and dainty pearl ring and earrings complete the very feminine look. And Mason Constant Flame candle lamps with exclusive Constant Flame cartridge that burns up, not down. Elegant, safe, covered flame from Mason. And the World Book Encyclopedia 2-volume dictionary containing 2,300 pages, 2,000 illustrations, and more than 200,000 entries. Wally?
Thank you, Johnny Olson. Well, now that we're bubbling along, you fellows going to stop playing with those so we can...
It's a marvelous thing there.
Oh, that's...
Alan filled his with hot air.
Yeah.
How about that?
Goes up and stays there.
All right, but now let's meet another challenger, good group. So will you enter and sign in, please? Estelle? Gadoni? Did I pronounce your last name correctly?
Correct.
Gadoni is correct, all right. And where are you from?
New Rochelle, New York.
All right, New Rochelle.
stop,
Panel
Tolliver.
Estelle Gadoni is the captain of her own boat. She is a marine biologist and a scuba diver engaged in underwater research. But in addition to all of these things, she has another full-time occupation. So let's show the audience what her line is. And we will begin with Gene Rayburn.
Yes, ma'am. Does this Is this occupation, do you work for a profit-making organization?
No.
No.
One down, Melba Tolliver.
Would your other occupation be something? No. Your other occupation.
That's two down?
No. Is it performed outside of your home?
Well, sometimes.
Do you wear something other than what you're wearing now to do this other job?
On occasion.
Your other occupation, does it involve, is it something that's done with or for men and women?
Both.
Is it, in doing this other job, do you come in physical contact with these other people?
Not really, I don't think.
No.
No. So two down, Alan.
Do you work for any branch of the government?
No.
Three down, Arlene.
But it is nonprofit. You did say that, didn't you? Yes. Are you, pardon me, do you have some kind of a title in your job, whatever it is, full-time?
I do.
Are you a justice of the peace?
No.
Four down, Gene.
Well, we've established that there is nothing governmental at a state, local,
I think
and federal.
so, yeah.
We've established that. Yeah. Okay. Is there any device or property involved in this? Anything physical involved in what you do?
Yes, there is.
There is. Would it help us to know what that is?
Well,
Okay, there is. All right, we'll just skip that question. Just pretend I never asked.
I think this is something that is more something else than physical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Sorry.
would I conceivably have this, have any connection with this?
Well, I think you could probably use this service.
I could? Yeah.
Don't you agree?
I do.
Sure. Would it make me feel better in any way?
Oh, yes.
It would?
Oh, yes.
Would I jump up and down and whistle Sweet Sue? Yeah.
Perhaps.
Perhaps?
Yeah. I wouldn't rule it out.
Is this anything to do with any seasonal aspect?
No.
Oh, I think it's 12 months a year, isn't it, pretty much? Yeah. Five down, Melba.
Non-government.
15
Men
seconds.
and women.
Really, 15 seconds.
All right. Do you use any special equipment in doing this, performing this other occupation?
No.
Six down.
No.
Any guesses?
A minister?
Medical,
No.
anyway?
A Roman Catholic
Legal?
nun.
How about that?
But may I introduce to you Sister Estelle Gadoni, who is also a professor of biology at the College of New Rochelle. And to what order do you belong, Sister?
Ursuline order.
Now, what kind of boat do you have? I say you're captain of your own boat.
Well, I have a 25-foot boat called the Seafair. And, well, it's comparable to a fisherman's boat.
But you teach, I assume, marine biology.
Yes, I teach marine biology and environmental biology. And a few other ologies.
Well, now, you have benefited from quite a place up there where you are. What, you operate out of Pea Island?
No, not yet. We haven't succeeded in obtaining the financial assistance to equip the island.
But don't we? I think we have a mutual friend, and all of us.
Peter Lynn Hayes.
Yes, Peter Lynn Hayes and Mary Healy, and
Yes.
they did donate some land to you there for the college.
Correct. They gave us Little Pea Island, which is adjacent.
Oh, yeah. That's where the CBS radio transmitter
That's
used to be
right.
locally.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
Peter bought it and he didn't know what to do with it, with this big tower sticking in the air.
Well, I happened along, and that's what happened to it. We were, we were going to establish a marine station there at the college.
But you still hope to do this?
Yes,
don't you?
we are planning.
Just a matter of dollars and cents,
That's
is that right?
correct.
Well, sister, you look like you're a very resourceful lady. I'm sure if anyone can find that, you surely will. After all, you had to start with the island. But congratulations, and thank you so much. We enjoyed having you as a guest.
Thank
We'll be back to meet our Who's Who team from the studio audience as What's My...
CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Let's meet our Who's Who team from the studio audience. So, Lloyd Gross, will you open the curtains, please? Here, panel, you see 4 people from our studio audience, and here is a list of their actual occupations. A fisherman, a first-grade teacher, a bookkeeper, and a reporter. All you have to do is hand out all 4 cards so that each person is holding the card representing their occupation. We'll begin with Melba. Melba, you have 20 seconds.
I'll choose this one first.
That means they've won $25. Alan Alda.
That's it.
You're right, that's it.
Yeah. You heard me say that's it.
Congratulations, Alan. And beginning with our first-grade teacher, would you tell us, please, who's who?
Sally Jones, South Bend, Indiana, first-grade teacher. Lois Rosen, New York City, reporter.
Jeff Wright, Darien, Connecticut, fisherman.
Dorothy Ebner, Boston, Mass. bookkeeper.
Well, our congratulations, because your team did indeed win $25, and we'll have a gift for each of you. Thank you for playing Who's Who on What's My Line.
Each member of our Who's Who team will receive Happy Legs, the pantyhose that guarantees happy legs or your money back. Made by Iron Weave, the first family of guaranteed hosiery.
Alan, that was very well done.
Very well done, Alan.
Very well
done, Alan.
Very well done, Alan. But now would you put your blindfolds on?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
tired of looking...
Do that well, too, Alan.
Okay.
Oh, look at Alan putting his blindfold on. Isn't that terrific?
Okay, blindfold securely in place, panel.
Right.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
now
they
it's mystery celebrity guest time, so all I have to do to make the magic happen is say, Mystery Challenger, will you enter and sign in, please? All right, panel, it is indeed one question at a time. You'll have 3 minutes to try and establish the identity of our mystery guest. And we're going to begin with Arlene Francis.
Thank you. Mystery guest, are you known for your work in the theater?
Yes. Gene.
And do you also make motion pictures?
Yes. Melba.
Do you also work in television?
Yes. Alan.
Big help.
What do you do when you come out of the aquarium? It's a terrific voice. Yeah, are you known for your keen ability at comedy?
That's a good answer. Arlene.
It's an performer. Are you in the Broadway theater at the present time? Broadway or off-Broadway?
Yes. Gene.
He's on Broadway or off-Broadway right now, huh? Well, let's pick one. Are you in a Broadway musical?
No.
No.
Melba.
Then you're in a Broadway drama. No.
Alan.
A play that's technically considered to be off-Broadway, is that so?
Yes. Arlene.
Oh, you're in an off-Broadway drama?
Yes. Gene.
Off-Broadway drama. Let me see. Do you have a motion picture that's also playing around New York now?
Yes. Melba.
The production you're appearing in off-Broadway at the moment, is it a new play? I mean, a recently written play? Rather than a revival of something?
Well, don't give him that choice. Just ask if it's a recently written play.
Yes, all right.
Yes. Alan.
Recently written play. Was it written by somebody who's under 30?
10 seconds.
Well,
okay, I'll pass to Arlene then.
was it written by Connor Cruz O'Brien?
Yes.
Are you in the play Murderous Angels?
Yes.
You don't sound like Jean-Pierre Aumont. Are you Lou Gossett?
Yes. And just by happenstance, Lou's also in another little flick in town with James Garner called The Skin Game. It's not so little.
But I saw him as La Mumba last night, and you're very good indeed, Mr. Gossett.
Thank you.
Marvelous performance.
He's one of the best actors in the country, I think.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
Which country did you have in mind?
But yeah, in addition, he's got a show off Broadway. He's got a great movie playing. And what's this about your record album?
Yeah, about 2/3 finished with an album called Spring Has Invaded My Universe, which it indeed has over the last year.
Did you
and a
just
half
make
or
up
so.
that title backstage a few minutes ago?
No, I wrote a song, and I decided to make the name of the album the name of the song.
So
Very
Spring Has Invaded My Universe.
Songwriting.
When is
too,
it going
my
to? Is it
goodness.
going to be out shortly? I understand. You
It
know
should be out by spring.
You know what label?
That's good timing.
The name of the label is probably going to be Crystal, but we're going to use a major company to distribute, which I'm not too sure who it's going to be yet.
Well, Lou, how much more success can one person have? But if one person can have more, we wish it to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
And we're so
very
delighted.
good to see.
Well, why don't you go over and
somebody
say
familiar.
hello? And thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us. Lou Gossett.
What's My Line will continue right after this.
So hurry and be one of the first 300 callers. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Hurry and call now.
Ah, my panel, your brilliance is exceeded only by your charm.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
And you're very charming. I think I'll invite you back tomorrow. Would you mind?
Oh, that's
Could you
nice,
drop by
Wally.
for a
Yes,
spell?
We'll make an effort.
And I hope you can join us also for some more fun, please, on What's My Line?
Prices or product mentioned were furnished and or paid for by the manufacturers or supplier of the products or services identified on this program. This is Johnny Olson speaking for What's My Line, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.